On with the show. This is it. Gotta wait. Good morning. It's good morning here, but good afternoon to you. God, I love that stuff. Boom, 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 if you know what I mean. Hi, guys. How are you? It is raining in Elk Grove today. It is yucky. It is not fun today. Hannah called me. Did I get some sleep? I got a little bit of sleep. Yeah, I got a little bit of sleep. I wanted to sleep in, but I just knew I didn't have enough time. And poor Hannah, Rocky and Josh just left, right, for a night away. And Wesley's puking. I love Boom Boom, Diane. Does it work? I just love it. I mean, every morning I get on, I do it. I have these all over the place. They're just like, it gives me a little, just, it's raining in Utah. Yeah, Evelyn, me too. I'm just trying to make it work. So poor Hannah. So Rocky feels bad, and Hannah's just like, the good thing with the older kids is you could just shove them in the room and they'll stay in the room. She wants the other kids to stay away, And yeah, I love it. So I don't know if I have these on last time I had these on my TikTok shop. They were sold out, but you can always try my TikTok shop to see if they're in here. But yeah, I buy mine on Amazon. Anything that I get on Amazon, I post on my TikTok shop that I really love too, just so you guys, whatever. I love them. I'll update my TikTok shop to make sure I have them. But Boom Boom's my favorite. I keep them in my side table on my bed. I take them in my purse. It gives me sometimes, it's not even for my sinuses. It just makes me feel alive. I don't know. Does that make sense? I don't know. They're like, it's almost like a security blanket or something. It's not Vicks, no. Am I an actress? Yes, some would say so. But anyhow, yeah. So poor Wes is, thank God for the Zofran. Keep him in his room. I'm like, well, Hannah, I don't think I'm going to be chilling for a long time then. I got to be careful with Grandpa. So I don't know. It's a refresh. Yeah, they have different smells. They have different flavors, whatever you want to call them. Do you call them smells or flavors? I don't really know. But they have different ones. Do they say I'm an actress? Yes. I'm an actress. They said mental clarity. Yes, and like if you have anxiety, which I do, they say it's very calming. Any of those smells are very calming if you have anxiety. Dan was looking, a couple people have messaged him. You call them sense. A couple people messaged Dan last night, said they enjoyed the live. So he started watching. 25 pounds? Wow, good for you. So he went back to watch the lives and he starts yelling at me, Danielle, why do you leave these comments up? I'm like, what comments? On your live, my YouTube live, and from last night. And I said, I haven't checked it out yet, Marty, no. And so I was like, I haven't even had time to read the comments yet from the live. And he's like, you gotta remove these comments. I said, what are they? He said, there was a woman who was bitching about me, I guess. She's like, if something to the effect of, she just looks like a drunk. If she looked at herself in the video, maybe she would see what we all see. So to the person who said that, I had one beer last night. Is that what you classify as a drunk? So if that's what you classify as a drunk, I guess I'm a drunk. One beer. You guys are so vile. So vile. Yeah, so I went on there, Dan gets mad, so I deleted a couple of angry women comments on the YouTube. It was a lady named Ellen, yeah. She was just unhappy. It was like, I'm so vile. I'm a drunk. Well, no, but maybe you are. So maybe you're projecting your bullshit onto me. I can tell you at this point in my life, drinking I've changed, with my drinking. I've changed. You know, I found something else that I really enjoy, and I don't drink as much. You know, if I have a beer a night or nothing is pretty much the way I go. So I know I need an intervention because I had a beer and man, I was sloppy drunk. No, it's called having fun. It's just called enjoying life, trying to take it easy on a Friday night, trying to enjoy myself with my husband. Nothing more than that. Stop making it to be something it's not. You'll be my sponsor? Okay, Goodman. Thank you. I need a sponsor. I don't know how I'm gonna get through the next, days without drinking. No. Drinking is a choice that I choose to do when I wanna just unwind a little bit more. It's not that big of a deal. As a matter of fact, I went to the casino the other day really quick for a couple hours and I had two non-alcoholic beers. Two non-alcoholic beers. The Heineken Zeros or whatever they are, not bad. Not bad. Can you believe that? Two non-alcoholic beers. $6 a pop. So if that constitutes alcoholism, I don't know what to do then. Shit. Jessica, there's been some times in the past that I've had a lot. I love them. Actually, Kathy, I'm gonna buy some because I love the taste. I don't necessarily want the buzz all the time because I have my other thing, that I enjoy doing, my gum gum. But I like the taste. And it was so fun to have a couple beers, non-alcoholic, while gambling, right? Keeps me sane, keeps me sober, and keeps me out of trouble, if you know what I mean. So if you're looking for a good non-alcoholic beer, the Heinekens. Yeah, and you know who I picked that up on? Craig from Southern Charm. Although that's all they had at the casino, but I got drunk on red wine once and it made me pregnant. That's what happened when I got a belly button ring, Sue. I got a belly button ring and I got pregnant with Jennifer. Yeah. And then I took it out because it got infected. And then I did it again and then I got pregnant with Hannah. Yeah, see yeah. So let's just say that Dan enjoyed those belly button rings. Fine, but I'm sold. I can't wait for a couple days in a row. Last night, you're sold on what, Kathy? Did I miss something? The gum gum? Did you do a gum gum? Dragon, it's my fun fact. I've been running since I was 14, so I think I just have the ability to do that. Not everybody can. Yes, belly rings gives me girls. The quickie, I only have 5 seconds, give me Andrew. With the legs off the legs off the bed. Ooey and gooey. Would you have ooey and gooey? Rice Krispie treats? Oh, foot patches. Oh, foot patches. The hell? I'm talking about gummies. Y'all talking about foot patches? Your running group starts next week. Good. Are you talking about Rice Krispie treats now? I'm trying to keep up with y'all. So yeah, I got the Nürburgring. Huh? Goodman's been getting his old ass to the gym. That's what he's been doing. His old ass. Now, for all you people who have been perusing my infamous Aviator Nation clothing line, not really mine, there's having a sale now. So, Aviator Nation, hook me up. I'll be your sponsor. IBS baking. Iris baking. Iris baking. Jilly B, check out my song this morning on my story on Facebook. It was a song about my merch brand. Check it out. Don't be a trout. Stop by, buy you something, and support a family in need. I mean, at some point, maybe 2 teeth pulled. Charlene, I hate the dentist. Going back to yeah, I hate going around people, but I enjoy exercising. You all know I have to. Is that your wife's name? Iris. I never knew. What is she baking all those things for? So Marty had a amazing caricature of 5'5". J-Rod of 5'5". Marty had a wonderful caricature made of him, and so apparently no sales yet today. Only sales, a couple days ago when I was singing about tantalizing and titillizing. Oh, she likes to cook. Anyhow, so I'm gonna try to, I forgot what I was gonna say. You join to build a community. Yeah, it's easy to do, Jamie, I get it. Becoming a homebody is a lot harder than you think. With Dan dancing, charter drawing, character drawing. So there's a guy on TikTok that does it. So you have to pay to have your silhouette made. But I thought it was so cool. I think I'm gonna do it. But I have to find the time to contact him. Maybe even do one for Ed, So anyhow, so today's gonna be just a quick little run. Just a little recovery day of this new anxiety, just going out and being social. I know, Jamie, I get it. And we'll put them on shirts. I know, I thought about that. There was also a saying my PT told me about, the acronym for bitch. Now I'm probably gonna botch it, so help me. Boundaries, I thoughtfully, something like that. Boundaries, I thoughtfully, finish it for me, because I always botch it. Anyhow, it's a kind of cool thing too. Boundaries, I thoughtfully, continuously have, or something like chose. Boundaries, I thoughtfully check hourly. No. Shit, I forgot. Boundaries, I thoughtfully, something. Choose, I don't remember. And almost commented as if you were live. I am live. I'm live. Oh, you mean you were rewatching my live? Yeah, I'm gonna try to do thoughtfully, confidently hold. Thank you. Boundaries, I thoughtfully, confidently hold. Thank you. Boundaries, I thoughtfully, confidently hold. Boundaries, I thoughtfully, confidently hold. That's what bitch stands for. Jordan, stop it. Yeah, boundaries, I thoughtfully, confidently hold. Oh, so yes, note that. Note that, and my character picture on shirts would be cool. How about Ed? He is a character anyway. I think he would be more fun to draw than me, I wonder if people would wear a picture of Ed. Sometimes commitment. Boundaries, what is with these people? I don't battle. I said it more than 7 times. Boundaries, I thoughtfully, confidently hold. Thoughtfully, confidently hold. Anyhow, so if Jaren, you're here, I loved your pictures. My internet was spotty, so I'd only got a couple. I can't wait to go back and look. You would wear a shirt with that on it, and especially a caricature. I battled for 11 years in the U.S. Navy. Get it, Marty. Thank you. We do have 5 Ed shirts with his picture under his sayings. We do have Ed shirts of a caricature my cousin drew for him. You want one with Ed on the front and me on the back? Oh God. Oh Lord. Have a love of you know what? Jade, how much money are you willing to spend? Aviator Nation is having a sale Valentine's Day weekend, 20% off. How far do I run? I run anywhere from 2 to 3 miles and walk some too. So it just depends on the day. It depends on what I'm looking for, how I'm feeling. Where do I get this merchandise? sabmerch.com. A zip up. Y'all getting really bossy and needy. You don't get to project what you want until we start seeing some sales. And then we can do zip ups. Are they still soft hard? Yep. My Aviator Nation. Yep. I love them. They're just expensive. We had a zip up. No one bought it. Julie said we had a zip up and nobody bought it. So whatever. Y'all, the way you get more merch is by buying it and trying out new things. Hi Brian, how are you? So I didn't really feel like want one of them damn character shirt. Okay. Jeez Louise, Marty. Marty getting all pushy and shit. Yelling at me, telling me what to do along with Sadie, wanting a zip up. Y'all. Anyhow, they're talking about joint replacements on this side of town. Bonjour, comment ça va? Oui, ça va? Et toi? Pas mal. That was one of those dialogues we had to memorize in French class. I still remember it. My champion sweatshirts got rough. Oh, yeah. Aviator Nation, I think, is soft. Pas mal. Yeah, pas mal. Hey Mandy, how are you? Anybody doing anything exciting today? It's yucky out here today, so not much going on. Dan's in a time crunch because I'm leaving the house at 1. Paying more for quality. I like them. Now I'm nervous. What if you get them and you're like, bitch, get out the way. What did you just tell me to buy? I don't like it. Anybody else have Aviator Nation? Anybody else? Let me know what you think. I think they stay soft all the time. So I love my Aviator Nation. I think it's quality too, Jilly. So just relaxing. My accent peaks up and down. Yeah, people like to call me fake for it. You know what I mean? Best hoodie I own, Sean said. There you have it. Best hoodie I own. 20% off sale today. Get you a new one. If you can afford it, anyway. Waffles. Going shopping and to eat with my sister to celebrate birthday. Woohoo! Being cancer-free for a year. Gotta love that. Yep. Now, I have to say, we did look, me and Julie, because we're really big into quality. So we tried to get higher quality shirts, and then I think they were too expensive for y'all. So then we had to dumb it down a little bit because it's hard, I guess, to sell merch when it's more expensive. So we dumbed it down again, did some shirts, redesigns on the front. Because, you know, even though I'm wearing a SAB shirt, you don't know it is, right? So, okay, let's draw more attention. So we're starting to put more things on the front. We will have these options still available for the ones who like the pocket, you know, the label on the left and the shit on the back. But for the other ones, we dumbed down the quality a bit and the imaging. So if that's what we like more, then that's what we're gonna stick with. Now, she did find brands that were similar to like Aviator Nation, but those aren't gonna sell, you know, because I was like, no, we need to do quality. Well, quality wasn't selling, unfortunately. So we gotta try what sells. So recheck the merch, sabmerch.com, and see if there's something that meets your fancy. But I would look into the caricature drawing of Ed, because I think that could be fun. You made pancakes? Hannah was making pancakes for Delaney. We have over 90 items there. So prices for everybody. Yard work, it's raining here. Yep, it's raining here. It's gonna be pancakes and waffles for a bit because of eggs. No plans. Sometimes no plans are the best thing. Like sometimes I enjoy waking up and then I think chocolate chip. Normally she does that for the kids, Robert. Hi, Leggy. You made Rice Krispie treats? Ooh, adding fruity pebbles and drizzles of white chocolate. Get it, girl. So today, for my run, I picked it up a bit. I'm gonna do 2 miles at 5.5, which is a quicker run than I normally do. But you gotta change it up sometimes, right? Because your body gets used to the same thing. So today's gonna be a faster paced run so I can talk, or I would go faster. But if y'all want me to talk, this is about it. And then I will walk for a little bit. Jenny, my exercise has dumbed down a lot over the last couple years. But I just try to eat better, you know? I try to not eat as much. And if I do, then I scale it back with the next meal. I stopped eating my ice cream sundaes officially as of last night. And I'm starting back with my protein kind of bars or desserts that I have. Because I just want to get rid of a little bit of fluff. If I lost like 5 pounds of fluff, I think I would feel more comfortable. I'm not looking to lose 10, 15 pounds because I'm not willing to put in the work to do it. But a little defluffing would be nice. So I stopped eating my sundaes. Last night resumed with my protein bar for dessert. Now, it's the little things that count, right? So it's the little things that you take away and you add other things in place of it. You always have to remember that. So I'm on a new thing from the TikTok shop that I'm gonna do a video for on my main account, the protein muffin bites. And I don't mind them. Super sweet though. I've been eating them in the morning because I wanted to do a video. But I would eat those in place of a dessert at night because they're a little bit more sweeter. So I'll be doing that in a little bit. Now, it was really interesting because I follow, several people on TikTok. Anybody follow the local lesbian? Anybody? I love her. I just love her, the way she articulates herself. I love the way she's just very poised, and I find her very captivating. She's called the local lesbian. Anyway, so, people badmouth the TikTok shop. Now, it's a side hustle, she called it, right? It is. It's literally a little side hustle we do. Now, if y'all know, if you're not a creator, I don't think you realize the algorithms have kind of crashed. Mine has, anyway. So, I don't mind a little bit of side hustle. She doesn't like it. She's like, look, it is what it is, right? It's a side hustle. For those of us, sometimes our videos don't do great. And then, we try to sell the things we like. I don't sell the things that I don't like. I will tell you my honest truth. But I put things on there, even if I don't do videos for them, if I've gotten from Amazon or Costco or any of those things, because they're things I don't mind. Like these muffin bites. Little too sweet for me. Little too much for me in the morning, but I could totally hang with them at night. So they don't upset my stomach, which is good. I always try to look at things diplomatically. Now, some people don't like protein taste. You guys, it's almost impossible. If you really think about everything, they all have the protein taste. But I look at it and as far as flavor, and everything that I have and I've showed, I pretty much like. Now, I haven't really posted much about the legendary Pop-Tarts. Those I can take or leave. I have them, I bought them. They're not bad, but again, a little sweet, then I like it. So again, definitely an evening dessert, right? Those are the things people always say, how do you do it? What do you do to stay in good shape? Well, that's what I do. I look at what I eat. I'm back to eating my protein bars in the morning time. Dinner last night, I had my PB&J with apples, honey, and jam. And it makes me content and happy, right? So you got to do the little things to keep our bodies in line and in shape. And protein is also very necessary. And some of us don't get enough of it. And so these are just cheaper ways, I call them dummy ways to get in what you need to get in. Most of these products have collagen in it. I know how all of you love the collagen. I also have the new red light mask that I am loving, by the way. The lady or whoever it was, when they said, well, I want to send it to you, but how quickly can you do the video? And I said, well, relatively speaking, I want it for 5 days. I want to try it a couple times to see. Now, it's going to take longer than the 14 days they give us, right, to do a video. So these are requests from people, right? I do those things. Danielle, have you tried this? Have you tried that? So no, and if they reach out to me, I don't really reach out to them as much anymore because I don't know what's happening with TikTok, right? So if they reach out to me and it's something I'm interested in, I might click yes, send it. I got a cute little bog bag. Wanted to see what the hype was about these bags. Now it's a little mini bog bag. It's cute. It's so cute. Now what I'm gonna use it for is I'm gonna use it for a catch-all in my Porsche, right? Because there's not a lot of things and places to put the things. So I'm gonna use it as a catch-all in there. But I'm sure eventually Delaney's gonna steal it because it's cute and it's her size. You can also buy them for your kids for Valentine's Day. If you have any girly girls, there's so many different options. Gift bags, Easter bags, whatever you wanna do, really cute. So I like to promote the things that I think are really cute. I would have bought for my girls, you know, things like that. Something that Delaney will probably steal from me because she will think it's amazing. The money mat. I saw that, Kelly. I'm also curious about the money mat because I got dogs and cats always in, and it's raining. So that might be something if they reach out. But the point of that was, you know, the local lesbian was a little bit intense on that feeling. She's like, I hate it. You know, I don't like it right now because there's a lot of shit going on in the world right now. Costs of everything going up, but people are still consumers, right? So I don't totally agree with her rant about it, but I do believe, yes, kind of sometimes makes me feel a little dirty. It does. I think those of us that have the empathy and we have a certain image that we want to uphold, you know, sometimes it does make me feel a little dirty. I will agree with her on that. But it is what it is. It's a side hustle, you guys. I'm trying to do what it is, what I can do to help support my family. Bottom line, that's what it is, you know. Since Dan quit his practice, I'm hustling more, right? To be honest, because we don't make as much money anymore. And so I do more to try to make up for the loose ends and this stuff like I like to do, like gambling and all those things. Because if we just relied on his income, it wouldn't work. We need 2 incomes at this point. So for me, it is what it is. It's a side hustle, but I would never steer you wrong. And if you guys are going to ask me to try certain things out, as well as my own curiosity, I'm going to put it there. Anything that I like that I buy from Amazon, I also put it on a link tree. If I can make 32 cents on a sale, why not? Who cares? It builds up, right? It's stupid if, you know, people are going to want the same thing. And part of being an influencer and a creator is people who trust us want our honest opinion of these things before they waste their money. So yes, it makes me feel ugly sometimes. Sometimes I get too many products at one time and then I'm like, oh my God, we have 14 days. 14 days to try them out and to give them a review or not. So anyhow, it is what it is. So I just listened to her while my video was uploading this morning and I thought, yeah, I can relate a little bit to what she's saying. But the rest of it, I thought it was a little too, you know, it's there. We put it out there. If you're interested, you buy it. If you're not, it's like, oh well. So we make money on views, video views, right? And when they start taking because of the algorithm or we're not on the algorithm, it's hard, right? We don't get paid for the video when we put it up on our channel. We don't get paid for the video. We only get paid if we sell the product, right? And some products will range from $1, $2. It's not like we're making millions of dollars here, you guys. So try not to be ugly about it. This is just what we do in social media to try to make ends meet, right? And try to give you the truth and honesty behind these products. So anyhow, that's what it is. So I just saw her and I don't know if any of you watched her, so it just kind of hit me weirdly, kind of on that. But yes, that's what we do. Videos range anywhere from, some days I make a whopping $2 on a video, depending on the algorithm. And some days, you know, if I hit a good algorithm and a good swing, I've made up to $100 on a video before. So it's not regular. TikTok doesn't pay a shit ton of money. Algorithms are kind of weird on YouTube right now as well. So my income has literally dropped majorly. So it's kind of scary, and I'm sure other creators are feeling it too. So just be aware, you know, don't be ugly. We're just doing what we can do and to make a living, okay? I'm curious about the money mat. Yes, we already talked about that. Do I get paid for lives? No. The only thing you get paid for on lives is gifts, if people gift you, and or if people views. You know, you do, if YouTube, TikTok not so much, but YouTube, YouTube puts ads on it, and that's what generates income. So really, YouTube probably pays more, the best for lives, because they can put ads on your content, and then that will generate money. But not a lot. I think, you know, sometimes I make $14, sometimes I make, you know, 20. You know, I've never really had, like Dan, I think one time made $130-ish on a YouTube live. It's not a lot, you know, it's not a lot. So, but it accumulates, right? And sometimes my last month's payout was like, oh my God, is this it? Shit. But the algorithm is, some people are lucky, some people aren't, and I'm the not lucky one. So, pays, yes. And so I'm trying to build up my community on Facebook as well. And I'm getting there. So I like to test the waters there to see about the payouts for there too. Kathy, I agree. I hope everybody has a good day. You're trying to stay off of TikTok for a while, and that's fine. As long as you find me here, you're in good shape. TikTok is just in a really weird situation right now. Hi, Red. Hola, Nikki. How are ya? So yes, I think a lot of people have saying TikTok does pay less, and they do. I don't make a ton of money. I think, I mean, honestly, last month, and I have 2 accounts, I think last month I made a little bit over $2,000. A little bit over $2,000. And that's cutting that was half of what I normally make. So not enough to support my family. Have you ever had a really viral video that paid big dollars? Not like multi-millions of views like that, no. Dan hasn't either, but some of these people who are making, like Mom Tot, you know, all those people who have so many followers and they go in the tens of millions, they're making money. I mean, those are making money. Mama Tot is making probably a shit ton more than me, and Dan. She's got more followers, right? But certain people, I believe, they just get lucky. I look at their stuff. I love it, Anthony. Thank you. So I do appreciate, you know, I mean, I'm honest about my stuff. You know, I don't care. I have nothing to hide. I mean, you could probably look it up. I mean, everything's on the internet, right? On TikTok. TikTok isn't paying her a ton. She makes way more on brand deals. Exactly. You have to get more of the sponsors, the brand deals, those things. That's how you make the true bucks on TikTok. All the people who started right at the beginning of the pandemic are in way better shape than us who started in the pandemic, right? Because the algorithm was so crazy. I think they dumbed it down. You see those things on the, you see those things lately on Instagram that they say, TikTok paid out 20 million of these, 5 million for this one. Those were like people who've basically, I think, started from the way beginning. I think they put a, you know, on their algorithm when it started exploding. They have to make money too, right? So I don't know. I don't know. It's crazy. I'm not there yet. I wish I was, but I'm not. Some would say it's my tone that's stopping me from rising, my rude ass behavior, and my drunkenness that makes me not be able to function appropriately, or I don't know, whatever. So anyway, I love my people. I love my group on TikTok. I love my group on YouTube. We're all we have our own little niches, right, where we feel comfortable at. $1.82, yeah, woo! I think Nikki D, it was really funny. I had my friends on, and I was like, all right, y'all, I'm taking y'all to Vegas. Now, don't you fret, chocolate chips. This is gonna put us up in the penthouse suite. It's gonna give us dinner and gambling money for everybody. I think TikTok paid me, so every week they pay you out of your gifts, you know, that you guys should give me gifts, which is very thankful. Like, I'm very thankful that you guys, because all those little things help, right? It was like $18 and, 17 cents. $18.17. So no, you don't make a lot of money. Some videos only make $3. Some videos just don't make anything. I mean, they just don't hit the algorithm. So social media is just up and down. You have good months, you have bad months, but I'm gonna be hurting for the next couple of months until I start doing some Facebook stuff. You think it's being jealous? I think, I don't know. I don't know. I struggle with that because I think about my own mind, right? I think about my own mind. I think about sometimes I can be ugly, right? But I don't ever, I might say it to a friend of mine, or I'm gonna, preface it like I'm gonna be ugly for a minute, but I try to think like I would never put myself out there on an open forum and do the ugly like that. I would never criticize somebody. I might think those things, but I would never write them because I just have more respect for people and myself than to do that, right? Could you imagine if I had the time? Like, I don't have the time. Dan's getting mad at me for keeping comments up, right? About them saying I'm a drunk, because we know most people are simpletons. They can't think for themselves, right? So they read the comments and their views are based on what they read from other people. So Dan's always like, you got to take those down. I don't have enough time in the day to scour all my social media, right, to take down the negative comments. I don't have the time. And I told Dan that. I said, if you find something that you see, alert me to it, I will delete it. But I don't have the time to go through every platform I have and get rid of the ugly, right? I just don't. I try to respond to people. If I see them while I'm responding, I might play with them a little bit. And then I let the other people do it because why not? It gives me views. It boosts up my algorithm, right? So if you want to look like an ass by writing the things you do, and you think you look fine because I put myself out there, really, if you saw the truth, you would see that you are disgusting and vile, right? I wouldn't even get to go to the bathroom. So I have so much hate that I have just learned sometimes just to, if I play cat and mouse a little bit, I might play with them for a little bit, and then I'll just log off. I just can't, because I don't want to spend time, right? The more you read, the more you feel. And that's being honest. The more you read, the more you feel. Even if it is the good things, you still focus on the bad things. I could spend hours and hours responding to troll. It's just not worth it. It's not. It's not worth the time because they have made their mind up. Unless they decide by themselves that they were in the wrong and they come back and they apologize to you, there's no reason to fight unless you're in the mood, right? And you're trying to keep your spouse safe and you're trying to keep your kids safe, then go and find my accounts and battle, right? Battle. But know that they're not going to change their mind. Ray, I change every day. I just ran 2 miles out of 5.5. I just walked 1 out of 4.0. So every day is different. Nikki, I'm trying to be me. I ain't gonna deal. I mean, I might deal with a little of them. I kind of give it back to them on here a little bit, but that's my coping mechanism. People want to, hi PS, people want to, badger me and they want to, but don't I have a right? Don't I have a right to have fun sometimes? Don't I? Jesus.
It was just it's just wet.
I know, it's raining.
Turn on some music.
So don't I have a right? And sometimes because, that's how I cope with the crazy, right? My kitchen chronicles, it's the way I cope with my husband's, right? Crazy and the monotony of our relationship. I put it on social media. There's nothing wrong with that. You choose to find the wrong in it. That's on you. And it may not be your relationship, it not be how you function in your relationship, but that's how we work. Whether or not it's you think it's disrespectful, he doesn't mind it. You know, if he minded it, if he cared, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Plain and simple. That's where the respect comes from. If he doesn't like me doing something, I may disagree with him, but if he doesn't like me doing something, it makes him feel uncomfortable, I stop doing it. That's respect, right? That's respect. If he doesn't do it, or he says, you push the line a little bit, then I try to scale it back. You know, hi Ames. So anyhow, it just works. Recognize people's dynamics for what they are. They may not be yours, but it doesn't mean yours are better than ours. Plain and simple. You too, girl. You too. Just seeing you. Oh, Joe, you've said that from the beginning. Love you, girl. Do you not drink for free when you gamble? No, not at the Indian casinos. Indian casinos charge. But like in Reno, Tahoe, Nevada, free drinks. Here, no. So you pay for losses, you pay to gamble, and you pay to drink. You just bought a sweatshirt? Woohoo! Aviator Nation or sabmerch.com. I cope with Jim. If I have any issues, I go to Jim and push hard as possible. It does. It does. I mean, why do you think I'm on this email? Why do you think I'm on this email every day? Why do you think I'm on this treadmill? It's part of my anti-stressing, right? I try to have morals and self-respect. I follow the path of which my forefathers have laid out for me. That was a mouthful. I follow the path of what my forefathers have laid out for me. My grandparents, my mother, you know, try to be respectful. Keep your judgments to yourself. Throwing things and being mean to people doesn't do anything but make you look like a piece of shit. Now, we're all emotional. We all have those feelings, right? But I try to live the way I was taught to live. I try to live to be a role model for my nieces, my nephews, my brothers, my sisters. I don't have any. And for my children, right? I try to be a role model. And you know what? I've done a really fine job. I've done a really fine job battling through all my shit, right? We got to battle through all our shit to get through to the other shit to take care of it. And you know what? Toot, toot, motherfuckers. Toot, toot. And for the people who say, you know, oh, it's always about her. Can she just stop putting the camera on her? Yes, this is my journey. This right here that I show every day is my journey. This is a look into my life, into how I cope, how I deal, and how I keep moving and following forward, right? Of course it's about me. It's about me. It's not about Ed. It's about me. It's about Ed. It's about Dan. It's about my Dan. Did you hear that? It's about my kids. It's about how I keep straight up every day and keep from falling on my fucking face. Because some days we do. Some days we are facial scrubbed and we are burnt out and we can't do anymore. But I can promise you this, those days that I feel that way, I will not be on other people's pages talking shit and being ugly. You know why? Because I was raised better. Because I was raised better. I had amazing humans, may they rest in peace, who taught me to be better than the average Joe. And you know what? I am. And I'm trying to show y'all how to stay up. Despite all of our PTSD and the shit that we've gone through, how to keep plunging forward and learning and evolving every day. Because that, my friends, is how we continue to strive to be better and to make ourselves better in this journey of life. Toot fucking toot. You don't like me? My channel is not the place for you. I thank you to those people who stick around despite my foul language, despite my foul humor, despite my dirtiness, right? That I speak almost every day. That is my personality. Thank you for those of you who, when I say God's name in vain, right, just kind of hold their breath, but don't say anything because they know I don't mean it to offend them. It's how I was raised. It's what we do, it's what we say, it's just what it is. Thank you to those of you who have a deeper understanding of who I am and who stay here and still appreciate what I can give back to you. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. I'm gonna offend people no matter what, and how hard I try not. It's impossible to not offend somebody out here. I apologize ahead of time. I'm not here to put God's name in vain on purpose or to attack you in any way with your religious beliefs, but I was just raised saying it. Right? I try not to cuss as much, but sometimes I get spicy and I just feel like it and I say fuck a lot. And I know some of you just grin and bear it because you love me more than the words I say. I happen to know that the roughest personalities are usually the most genuine. I think so, you know. Take it for what it is. You know, take it for what it is. But be here because you enjoy it. Be here because you like it and you like to see a different perspective. Be here not to bash. Not to bash. And if you have to bash, this isn't the place for you. But if you can't stay away, try to be respectful of my feelings. Because for all those people who love Dan so much and who love Ed so much, do you think they appreciate hearing all the hate that gets thrown in my face every day? Do you think Ed, right? Good prayer. We know PS hates it, but 3 years later, she's still here. So I know, you know, she puts up with me. And sometimes she gets upset, she may leave and come back, right? We've had it out. We are two different end of the spectrum gals. But she still has enough respect to me to come back, even though we don't agree politically. What? People can do that? What? Who? What? She gets irritated with me, I get irritated with her. But there's still a common respect there. It's called respect. We can still put that aside and see the truth behind each person, right? Well, I think being direct is, you know, I don't want sunshine blown up my ass. I don't want yes men. I don't want yes women in my mouth, in my house, or my mouth. But you know what I mean? Like, I don't want people who love me to give me the things that I want to hear. I'm not that type of person. I don't want you to blow sunshine at my ass. If I'm doing something wrong, right? If I'm saying something inappropriate, I need you to be like, Danielle, take a deep breath, walk away for a minute. You know, I don't want people to say, yes, Danielle, we agree with you, even if they don't. What kind of friend is that? What kind of friend are you if you can't, when asking for help, you can't tell the person what you really feel? It's not. I don't want friends who sugarcoat shit, right? I don't want friends who lie to me just because they're afraid of me getting mad at them. No. What is the purpose? What is the purpose? I want real. I want authentic. I don't want fake and phony. I don't want people lying to me, right? Just to gain a respect. Girl, bras, I have respect if you just have a kind heart. I don't fucking care who you are or what's in your pants or not. I mean, people need to stop. And it's hard, I understand, because this world has just shattered us in so many different ways. We're afraid to talk about religion. We're afraid to talk about our sexuality. We are afraid because of the hate and the ugliness of people. It's there. I see it front and foremost every fucking day. I ask for truth. I ask for honesty. Don't be ashamed, because in my house there's no reason to be ashamed unless you're being truthful. Anyhow, sorry. Hi, Naked. What's up? You know, it's almost impossible to ignore all the haters. And I know you guys say that. Wait, I know what's in my pants. I'm just saying. It just felt good. I don't know, for all the people, you know, going through changes or not understanding who they are in their own bodies and wanting to be something different. I don't fucking care about that. You do you. I will be here. I'll be your biggest advocate and support you along your way. I have empathy for people. You know, what's it to you if they were born a girl and feel like a man? Why? Who cares? Let's root them on. Let's give them the love and support they need instead of throwing them with hate and ridicule and judgment. God, so disgusting. So disgusting. So you were a part of Freak Off Diddy. Vibing dude, how many times are you gonna say that? Get off. Bye. Anybody else I missed while I was on my rant? Let me know. I just got rid of that vibing dude because he has said that like 3 or 4 or 5 times. I don't know. Oh God, 69 days until Vegas. Whoop! February 1st, 69 days. That's what I'm saying. Everybody come together right now. You know, I still think the music of the 70s, God, such projection of where we are today. If we could go back and listen to all that music from the 70s, the meaning, the messages, holy shit. I say we get rid of all present day music and only listen to the 70s music because maybe it'll make everybody happier. Maybe it'll make everybody happier. Spring, I know, I think we're all done with the winter months, but we still got some shit, you know? I mean, think about it. Think about the Beatles. Think about Clarence Clearwater. Think about Jimi Hendrix. You know, the time, Purple Haze. You need a dancer, yeah. But not the clothes. I don't know, Liggy. I might like some of that decor again. Let's bring it back. Shag carpets, orange, pea green. That D-Cell NorCal is a troll. I think so too. I think it's one of those pretend D-Cell NorCals. Janis Joplin. My mama loved Janis Joplin. Yeah. God, the messages. Be in a purple haze. Find love, happiness, and peace. Rock on, man. My house is super 79s. We call it Boogie Nights. I love that. Yeah, bring back real music. Nah, I like some of the shit music myself, Pamela. But yeah, I mean, the messages in there are like, fuck your hoes and do them right and bend them over and whatever, you know. But sometimes that feels good to sing it when you're pissed off and, you know, I don't know. But I also like the peace, love, and happiness, you know. Purple haze. Smoke on the water. Fire in the hole. No, that was the Ring of Fire. Oh, God. A friend recently wore bell-bottom jeans with fringe. So cute. It's coming back. You know, all these styles resurface. Duh. Duh. Bob Dylan. Even though I couldn't stand him, but the music is love, peace, kindness, empathy, and whoa, man. This is rockin', bitchin', far out. Even Troll John sings, Dan! Just need a shirt, D-A-A-A-A, and then. We walk in the sunshine, we frolic with no shoes on. They were one, Charlene, with the land. They were balanced and grounded. They inhaled the herb. They walked the fields without shoes on. They sang, they danced. Did they have stress? Fuck no. They loved each other. They came together to kumbaya. There was no hate. There was only peace, love. I'm sure lots of love and happiness. Am I okay? Yeah. Why? Because I'm having fun? Therefore you want to, you know, attack me in my wonderful fantasy land? They inhaled the herb. They inhaled the herb. Maybe more people should do that. Maybe we should make the political parties smoke some ganja before they meet to debate on laws. I think maybe we should change the policies. Yeah. More grass, less hate. When are you gonna come down? When are you going to learn? I should have stayed on the farm and farmed, smoking all the weeds and grass. You know that I'm real in heaven, and I feel at peace with you. So take a walk and balance our souls while being tantalizing. Oh, woo! Yeah, no, it would definitely bring things a notch. Yes, riding that train, high on Coca-Cola. Davy joins in Crockett and, whatever. Yes! I guess that means we need to ingest more, particulars to be happy and to have less hate. I don't know. I don't know. Always classical music until I started my workouts, and it was rock and roll. Classical music. More Ferns, less Stern. The Coca-Cola would not help, definitely. There would be much more. There'd be fun. Well, I don't know. It depends on who you are drinking it. You know what I mean? Everybody reacts differently to the Coca-Cola. So everybody, every pop is different. So, yeah. It's already the issue. Make love, not war, right? Make love, not war. Elton, yeah. Well, we know. Come on. We know. Swing a jazz. Your dad loved Frank. Woodstock again. Now, come on. How rad would that be? They had the Coachella, right? The Coachella. But, I don't want Coachella. I want free love, laughter. One with feeling balanced with the grounding of the naked feet on the earth. Yeah. I don't know. But I wish we could relive the Woodstock for those of us who didn't go. By the scholars and the people who've been there. I want them to reincarnate a Woodstock for the day, for a weekend. I don't want Coachella. Ooh. I don't want the youngsters there. I want people who are not rowdy and people who frolic and dance like this and turn around. My husband was at the Woods. God, wouldn't that be something if we could go back in time? Most of them are dead. For sure they are. So yeah, I don't know. But those were the times, you guys. God, I wish I could have experienced those times. I wish I had a time machine to go back in time. I think that would be pretty fun. Your husband was? What did he say about Woodstock? Here we go again with the shaky shake. Those music festivals like that would be so rad, I think. You have most of your dad's music. Yeah, isn't that cool? So my dad was a record collector. I shouldn't say a record collector, he just collected music, right? So they have all his records from the time he was growing, from the time he started buying them, Isn't that cool? Flower Power, God, I love it. So rad. I went to Woodstock 25 years later. Saying I wasn't born during, I know, it was awesome. Even the 25 years later, did you feel like it was like a Woodstock vibe, like real, I don't know. Don't you have to cool down? This is my cool down. I walked. I prefer older music more than recent music. Yeah, I appreciate now the older music more than I used to, of course. But I do love, some of the new shit. I love the beats. I love just the melodies and all that shit. But, sometimes the words, if you really think about the words, which I really don't. Peace, love, dope, Bobby Sherman. I'm like, what am I singing? Did you hear what I just said? Oh my God. I didn't realize. What? But yeah, have to go. Need to turn on Scanner. Scanner? I grew up with Midtown. Motown. I love Motown too, though. I wasn't born in the old no, because you're 20. Definitely, I saw a man, skinny, long red hair, naked as a jailbird. Still have my 45s and play. I love that, Michelle. What's making her shake? My body. I'm feeling the music, like Dan was the other night with Stevie Wonder. You know what I mean? I don't make sense. Okay, well, I can't help you. If you don't understand what I'm saying, I can't help you out with that one. Men start wars. Women wouldn't. Do you think women? I think women of today would start wars, right? Women of today, because they're so angry and bitter. Not everybody, right? But I think they would have more. God, it makes me sad. It makes me sad. I would say, like back in the day, the women would be like peaceful and happy and trying to keep things, controlled. Today, those women would be starting the wars with the men. Like, let's bring it. Let's take a bitch down. Oh, God. I'm just so tired of the politics today. I'm tired of the wars. I'm tired of the hate. I just wish we could be better. I just wish we could be better. Bye, Sean. Have a good day. I wish we could just be better. You're snowing? Oh my God. It's just like this. It's raining. It's like that misty rain. It's not rain, but it's misty rain. Just enough to just be a nuisance, What's going on here then? Well, I can't tell you. You just have to use your noggin and figure it out. What are you standing on? A journey. What am I standing on? I'm standing on a vibration plate. You're really fun looking. I'm funny looking. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's finally February. January did feel like a year. All these TikToks are out there and they're like, are we finally through this year we've been in and this just 1 month? Like, it has. It has been god awful. January has been the longest month of the year, and it feels like it just drug on. So let's see. What is the 1st of February going to hold? What are we going to accomplish February? Is February, it is a shorter month. Is it going to feel just as long as January? Or are we going to start getting in the groove of things? I have a funny feeling we're going to still be stuck. But there's a whole bunch of different deciding factors on that we just can't discuss today on this channel because it might elicit some more hate, And we're trying to avoid hate. Dan wants me to avoid hate. He wants me to avoid attracting the Karens, the ninnies, and the ugly people. But I said, I'm just like a magnet. They just glue to me and stick to me and won't go away from me. I bought my own Valentine's Day present. Last night. I was in a funk, I was just in a funk. I knew Valentine's Day is coming up and nobody ever gives me anything. But my kids expect things in return. Groundhog's Day. January is wonderful. It only has 2,195 days in it. I'll be 64 on February 10th. My oldest son will be 46 on Valentine's Day. Oh, Jennifer is going to be 26. Y'all, I have a 26-year-old. What? Now, she hates when I call her 26, but I'm like, bro, you are. Like, you're closer to 26 than you are 25 anymore. You're 26. You are now closer to 30 than you've ever been. And she's like, stop. I mean, I got the notice that she's not on my medical anymore, which it's fine because she got her own medical and her dental. But yeah, like, hello, I have a kid that old. I am that old to have a kid that is now being booted off because she's an adult, or she should be. She's still on my payroll, but apparently she's an adult at 26. I don't know. Isn't that weird? 26. I have a 26, a 23, and a 20-year-old. What the hell and where did that go? Where did the time go? Where did the time go? Where did that happen? Where did I age? How did I become 50? I don't know. Does anybody know? How did we get to where we are now? Fuck. January, I think, added 10 years on my life. You know what I mean? It did fly, right? You look at your kid and you're like, is that my man-child? That is. God, Where did that go? Yeah, Nate will be still a young lad on the 10th, 26 and Tums. Hannah needs tweezers and Tums. I don't have Tums. Tums. Yeah, I blinked. And my mom always said that, Judy. My mom always said that. My mom always said, don't blink, Danielle, because it's going to pass you by. And she, you know, she used to always calm me down. Like, I was always like, I just hate this phase. I just wish they were this age, or I wish they were that age, or I wish I was just finally old enough to, you know, whatever. And she always just said, please, you know, just smell the roses. Stop pushing time. It's going to be here. You're going to wake up one day and you're going to be like, how did I get here? You know, how did I get here? I don't know. What did Liggy say? I heard that someone probably got their count wrong, but it doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I think anybody could put a number to January and be fine. Honestly, I hear you. My granddaughter is turning 21. Yeah, isn't that weird? It just puts you in this like standstill of time. Like, I look at myself, I know I'm old. But when I'm not looking at myself, it's like I look at my kids and I'm like, how is this possible? Like, I look at Dan, he looks old, right? He's got the gray hair, you know, his body's betrayed him with, you know, with the grayness and the blue hair, whatever you want to call it. But, you know, and I'm like, okay, you do look old, you know? You look like you could be a grandpa, you know? Like, you can't feel young at this point with what has, you know, with the physicality of it. But, I don't know. Me? Like, come on. My oldest daughter is going to be 45. The youngest will be 41. Oldest grandson is almost 28. Yeah, I know. I'm going to be there one day, hopefully, if I make it that long. But, you know, if I make it that long, I'm going to be there. Do you have something to say?
What were you talking about?
I don't know. Did you come out just because? Can you give me my sweatshirt, please?
One pill makes
No.
you smaller.
Don't come out here and sing.
It's all wet.
No, it's not. It's not wet. I wasn't outside. Is it raining in the garage?
There's Nick.
Nick fell on me. January was awful. But I just have a feeling we're going to still have some awful months ahead. I don't think January is the only one that's going to be the toughest. But yes, January has started off really rocky. Really rocky.
You're talking about the month of January.
Yeah, there was like 3,026 days in it. Every time I see you, I can't help but notice how beautiful you are. Well, thank you.
You so much. I just got here, and that's very sweet of you so soon. That's a way to pick my morning up.
He's not allowed to sing. This is my channel. So if he wants to sing, he has to break out his own channel and lure people into watching him sing. Here we go. Yeah. Dan, can I help you? Is there a reason why you are here in the cold?
I'm just enjoying my coffee. I couldn't walk. I only got 1 mile in.
You got a mile?
1 lap because it was raining.
Yeah.
Which means I'm going to have to do the damn treadmill, which sucks.
Dan hates the treadmill.
I hate it. How
Yeah.
long have we been married?
27 3/4 years long.
Half my life, almost. Almost. Yeah, more than, I have actually, my whole life, half my life, I've been married to you.
Aren't you
'Cause I'm-
lucky?
54 years would be almost half.
You're 57.
Yeah, I'm 57.
Yeah. You're 57. Jen's going to be 26 this month. Isn't that weird? We have a 26-year-old.
I mean, it'd be nice if she gets a job.
Well, no shit. She has a job right now.
I know.
Yeah. It'd be nice when
She's
they...
also a school.
It would be nice if we didn't have to pay for them. I could be driving
To be driving in it would just be
my G-Wagon.
living.
I'm getting a G-Wagon before I die.
Oh, God.
I mean, shit. If I only had a year left, wouldn't you let me just lease it for a year?
Let's spend all of our money because you only got a year left. Let's get a car.
No, I said just let me
you
lease
got 1
it.
year left and your goal is a car. Your
Yeah.
values are up.
Yeah, I want
It
a
should be to
car.
spend more time with your husband.
No,
Make sure everyone's going to be okay when you're gone. That should be your focus.
no.
Maybe trying to,
My focus would be driving wherever I needed to go to see my kids and my family and my G-Wagon in style.
You don't need to go in style.
You don't, obviously, but I do. There's a difference between you and me.
There is a difference.
A big difference.
Big difference. What is it?
You have a waddle, I don't. You're pear-shaped, I'm
I have
not.
a waddle? You
Yeah.
call it a waddle now?
This?
Oh, that waddle?
I have a waddle too, but it's not, it's hidden. It's hidden.
You know, so where Danielle and I differ is, you know, really, she's everything that I've always wanted and everything that I need. So I feel completely content. I don't need G-Wagon. I have
A
my
G-Wagon.
beautiful wife, and that's all I need.
I have my beautiful...
Who would need anything else?
I have my beautiful wife
I
and
mean, I
my
don't.
waddle.
I'll live in a fucking box with her. I don't care. We'll take the bus, live in a box, as long as we got warm, you know,
What do you do
some
for
hot chocolate at night.
What do you do for your waddle? Like this?
Waddle kegels.
No, you push your face out like a chicken you're pecking.
Yeah, that's good. That doesn't emphasize the waddle
I do not
at all.
dye my hair.
That's
this
great
is oil. I
exercise.
put
What do you
oil in
do?
my hair.
On de-waddle.
No, I don't dye. He can be nice. Who? Dan? He doesn't know how to be nice. Yeah, what are you gonna do with Dad? Put him in a box too?
Laurel Olo.
Lori,
I can be
Lolo.
nice. I mean, my default is nice.
You're not a nice person.
Your default is not nice. My default is nice.
No.
I mean, you wake up in the morning with a chip on your shoulder.
And you are a chip.
I'm not a chip. I wake up happy and smiling. What a beautiful day with my beautiful wife
And he comes
and
and
my beautiful house.
grabs me.
David Byrne would be jealous.
Burning
That's
down
not
the
my
house.
beautiful wife. That's not my beautiful house.
Dan is poking. Yeah, he's
What
very
have I
much
done
poking.
to?
And you know who pokes? Who used to poke? Edward. Yeah. And he pokes. He pokes not just with his words, but also with his hands.
That's my way. I don't vent. I poke.
He pokes.
I don't get out here and say, you know, Danielle, blah 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 blah. I just poke.
Yeah, and if you did, who cares? You could do it. I
It's
wouldn't
just not
care.
my style.
Exactly, it's not your
That's
style.
not my style. Billy Joel.
Don't do
That's
that.
like Billy Joel. That's a Billy Joel song.
You're not allowed to sing.
You guys
that.
know what I'm talking about? When Billy's all, that's not her style. You know, she rides in Learjets with people and they want to get with her, but that's not her style. That's not my style.
No, Dan doesn't
Billy
do
Joel has a song for everything.
Just because
it's like
we have-
Seinfeld.
Just because
has an
we
episode
have
for everything.
different. Dan's different. He doesn't show when he's
different.
angry or when he's lost his marbles. He doesn't show that. I don't care because it's the facts of reality.
I don't have marbles.
You would scare everybody.
I would.
Yeah.
I would scare everybody.
When you lost your marbles, if you did that, you would scare everybody. Because if they don't know you, it's a scary thing.
Look out.
Look out.
Those marbles. You can hear the marbles falling on the floor.
They actually
When you hear that sound, marbles dropping on the floor, run. Because you know it's all going to break loose
the whole
after
court
that.
knows when Dan's lost his marbles.
The whole city of Elk Grove knows.
Yeah, we can hear you. Everybody can hear you. Dan's whisper.
I'm like
everybody can hear you.
Tarzan in the jungle.
I yell, not as loud as Dan.
Nobody yells as loud as Dan.
I don't think
except my brother Dave.
he
He's
doesn't.
yelling.
No.
Oh, really?
I don't think.
You don't have.
No, but
she
back in
has
the
no
day,
clue.
but I don't think he yells anymore.
Well, back in the day, I don't freak out as much anymore either.
You don't?
I do.
Yeah.
Okay, well here's more bashing that's unwarranted.
Uh-huh.
Very rarely. I've had maybe 2 freakouts in the last 6 months, and one was total. I mean, both were totally deserved.
Uh-huh, of course.
They were absolutely. They were inspired by. One was not you. Actually, neither of them were you. I mean, it was. I took it one out on you, but it wasn't you that caused it. It was just the frustration of the circumstance. It was a very frustrating circumstance.
and
I mean, you can't even
he's been-
imagine
And he's been.
what I was going through. You can't even
and-
imagine.
If you're talking about.
I'm talking about,
he-
yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
he's actually elicited a lot of. There was a blow up the other day, out here. We could hear you from inside.
Blow up on what?
Him,
Uh,
not Ed.
on who?
Zach.
No, that wasn't a blow up on my nephew.
You did. Oh, you
I
mean?
blow up on Zach every day. That's
Are
different.
you talking about Scott?
No, I'm talking about.
Oh,
That was a blowout. An argument with a friend is not a blowout. We're perfectly we don't do your thing. Angry. I'm not talking to you ever again.
Candace
Fuck off.
said, "Was I there for one? Perhaps."
Yeah. Was Candace
Yes.
there?
Yes.
Were you there, Candace?
Yes. Andrew and Candace were looking at each other.
Yeah, that's the one I was referring to. And you tell me that was not an appropriate blow up? Candace will say that was a pretty appropriate response.
No, it was scary. It was scary. Scary. That's what Dylan says. Poppy says, scary. Scary. Yeah. Who was Dan blowing up on? Intense fellowships. I just call them avoid them at all costs.
It was an argument that evolved. It was a visitor.
Yes, please
Nobody
send them.
that you would know.
I would love your groundhog. Tell me what Pixitani Phil says.
He says it's frickin' winter for the next 2 years. It's not going to stop raining forever.
Yeah, we're going to be raining for.
Well,
like
of course
week.
it was both sides, Candace, because I can't blow up alone. You know, you have to go up in stages, and the other person has to go up with you, or you don't go up. Oh yeah, I've blown up a few times at football games
He's
too.
blown up at football games.
Yeah, that will happen.
He blows up at Mark.
Yeah, I mean, whoever's I'm watching with, if the Niners are losing, like in the Super Bowl, it's ugly.
You blow up at your dad, especially with the. Did he drop the ball?
My dad will have the most inappropriate comments during football games. You know, it's the Super Bowl, and the Niners drop a pass, and my dad lets out a laugh. I look, what the fuck? And he's wearing a frickin' Kansas City sweatshirt. Like the world is turned against me.
Yeah. Oh, look at all those people in the stands. Shut up, Dad!
I don't say shut up.
No, I was trying to be nice. Mark, that's the worst thing you can do to Mark or Dan when they are watching, like when the Niners are losing and, you know, they can't complete a pass, they can't get a touchdown, and you hear the round of, oh, look at all those people. Oh, man. Constantly repeating
30 times during the game. Look at all those people. It's no problem when the team's winning.
Yeah. But when they're losing and you have Grandpa heckling, man, they both like.
Mark and I are arguing about penalties. I'm yelling at the announcers. I mean, those are fun times.
They're not fun.
I should air one of those alive.
That's scary.
That would be. I bet it would get views.
Probably.
I can announce the game.
Things like that get views. People like to see crazy shit like that. That would get you viral. The Kitchen Chronicles are ridiculous. Today's was not bad. Except the crunch, crunch, crunch at my feet. Why did you look at me like that?
Did you do a Kitchen Chronicle?
I did. I did them for I showed him how I stage it. You know, we get all the staging comments. Yes, I get up to do that.
I mean, if we were going to stage a video, would it be a Kitchen Chronicle?
It would be acting. Acting. Acting.
I am planning a video, though.
Oh!
You'll see it.
You'll see it. Did Ed get his $5 bet? Ed would never bet on a football game. Ed's not into gambling. Ever.
Nor is he a football fan.
Nor is he a football fan. Bedroom Chronicles. Somebody said, what about Bathroom Chronicles after Dan eats all that shit? No, thank you. Yeah, Dan is very, what do we call Dan? Very passionate. A passionate responder. Oh, God. He gives me anxiety, is what he does. He makes me very anxious. Are y'all going for the Eagles or Chiefs? Dan we root against the Chiefs because they've had enough Super Bowl wins. It's like times to share the love. So we will root for the Eagles just because Mahomes needs a break from all the money. You know? No feet pick, no feet pick. So I would have rooted for anybody else. So Eagles, your Eagle fans better pull it off. All you Eagle fans, you better have some talks with your boys and get them to understand that they need to get it, right? They need to get it and they need to do it and they need to take Mahomes down. Do dirty. Deflate the football. Do whatever you got to do to make a win. You know, play dirty if you have to. You resort to cheating if you need to. Mahomes, enough. I'm tired of him. I'm tired of him. I'm tired of seeing him win. Come on. Deflate the football. Wasn't there a deflate gate at one point? Wasn't there? There was a big thing that somebody deflated the football. Does a deflated football travel further than a real flated football? I don't know. I don't understand. Yeah, the Chiefs need to just take a bow down. Chiefs should just let it go. Chiefs should just fumble. They should just, go to the opposite touchdown. They should just try to do it so that way it's time to pass the torch on. It's easier to catch. Got it. It's easier to catch. That's how much I know about, the deflations. The deflated, is it easier? Maybe you can get your hands on a little bit better. When it's fully erect, blown up, it's harder to grab. I think it's easier to grab, but, we're talking about footballs. So, I don't know. Do what you got to do, Eagles. Let's do it. Let's bring it. Let's love it. And let's win the Super Bowl. Not as bouncy. Got it. Got it. You learn something new every day. Anyhow. All right. I'm off to finish my household chores. I gotta give Ed a shower before I leave because it's shower day. I gotta shave him. Well, we're Niners fans, but we're not gonna root for the Kansas City Chiefs because Mahomes is done. It's time to hang up his cleats. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, Dan would scare you. If you're sensitive to loud voices, Dan's is not the voice you want to hear. Yeah, no, not the voice. So, members on YouTube, I will be doing a field trip live. Field trip live at 1 PST. So 1 my time, I will be getting in the car and we will be traveling up to the maybe 1:15. Probably get there about 1:15. But about between 1 and 1:15 I'm going to leave. Okay? So get on, we will chat, we will have a little bit of, communications, and who knows, maybe I'll pop on. I don't know what I'll do on the way home. I don't know if I'm going to stay very long with Hannah because we've got the Jeremy germs in the house because of Wesley. So I feel really uncomfortable because I try to avoid getting sick at all costs. But, if it happens, it happens. But I'm going to try to, stay clear of sickness if I can. So I told Hannah, well, Wesley's sick, so I'm not going to probably hang out very long. But I'll be there and bring you things if you need it. So anyhow. All right, guys. Love you. Remember, live on YouTube, between 1 and 1:15. Watch it. Be ready for it just in case you don't get the notifications. Love you. Stay safe, stay dry, and stay warm. And remember, you are important, you are worthy, and you matter. Plain and simple. There you have it.